Hello students, families, coaches, judges, and spectators. We are the Green Team, and we're very excited to share what we've been working on this weekend. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce our improved, not so new, product, Best of 4. It's not created for the fight against the food waste. But before we continue, let's meet the team.
So our team is made up of our wonderful duo, Leah and Hannah. We created this prototype entirely and we'll be showcasing it. We may have less people than other teams, but we still work our hardest and are very proud of what we created. A bit about me, I am a great educator and I get things done.
And hi, my name is Hannah. I'm a grade 10 and I really love robotics and technology. We'd just like to thank, again, our coding trainers and challenge coaches for their big help during the summer, as well as Jada for everything that she's done to us.
So now we would like to introduce our challenge and our problem. Our team shows the United Nations SDG number 12, responsible consumption and production, and decided to target consumer food waste as our main problem. We realized that we saw our families really talk about what was in the fridge and felt wrong to throw out food simply because they had gone bad, or we had forgotten about it. 62% of food containers go away are foods that are still edible and could have been eaten, and 50% of food is wasted or lost. This is a problem that is addressed with the solution that we developed.
So what is the solution? Well, we said the name before. It is called Best Before. It's a food tracker web application that tracks when food items are about to expire and notifies the user, alongside some other features like allowing users to create a weekly meal plan to ensure that they don't waste their food. I came up with the name when I was just chatting with my mom about the project, and I like that the name, it hints towards the use of best before dates, which are what the app uses to track the food and notify the users, and it's also best to plan your meals before you have to cook or make them.
So Best Before has 4 main app features, and that is tracking infinite food expiry dates to ensure the quality of food, send notifications to the user once the expiry food, allowing users to plan their meals with their infinite food, and a grocery list to aid meal planning and organization.
Here is our website. So we coded it on Replit using vanilla HTML and CSS. And here you can see our homepage. So at the top, you can see our nav bar with our miniature logo, our title, and then our 5 different sections. Obviously, we're here on the homepage. And the first thing you see is a little bit of a snapshot of whatever food is expiring soon. So you know which foods that you need to use up either in 1 day or 2 days, just to make sure that you don't waste it. Below it, there's a quick and easy way to add food to your My Food page, which is what we've called our database or our inventory. So sadly, Scan does not do anything as of right now because we were trying to develop a way to be able to scan Best Before dates, but we haven't had the time to do that. However, if you click Manual, it will send you to the food form page, which can also be accessed over here. And here you can input apple, let's say follow 4 apples, and I guess they're expiring today. It's kind of sad. We have 3 categories that can go into the pantry, the fridge, or the freezer, just for organizational purposes. And when I click submit, it does not save or anything, but it does take you to the My Food page. In the future, you would be able to see the apple in this sort of fridge area. If I were to go back to the home page, we can see that today's plan, which is the meal plan for today, is displayed for ease of access. If you want to see the rest of the week, you can click this button or go to the meal plan page. This will give every single day of the week, and then you can plan at your leisure. Sadly, we don't have time to finish the CSS for these pages, but we do have the design in our Canva, which you'll be seeing very, very soon. The last page that you haven't really seen yet is the grocery list. And on the left, the users will be able to input groceries after we write the code for that. And they can also add frequently bought items, such as these examples here. If you look at the bottom, just at the footer, if I go back to the homepage, you can see our copyright. And then we also have our Instagram and Twitter handles. We also have this really cute, fun food fact that applesauce was the first food eaten in space.
Thank you, Hannah, for that. And now I will be introducing our demo. Our design, sorry. So this is another feature we would have loved to implement in our web application. This is a day planning feature. It shows the vivid meal for the day, which includes breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks, It also has a button to show the ingredients that would be used for this meal.
So some of the challenges that we came across when in the preparation and also during the hackathon included prioritizing features to code, prioritizing which features to code, deciding what the backend would include, figuring out how to align front-end features, and determining who would do what. In the end, we decided to prioritize the main features that we had outlined in our previous pitch, which were discussed earlier on. Determining the backend, we decided that we wanted to focus on front end as we both had more experience with it and we knew we could do really good work with the front end. For figuring out how to align front end features, we used flex boxes and sort of commands that go along with that. And finally, for determining who would do what, it was a lot of communication between Olamide and I, lots of Slack messages back and forth. Both of us had to step away from our computers for a long time during this weekend, so it was very hectic to try to figure out how we would pull everything together. But it just was a lot of communication, especially because we also had another person who could not complete the hackathon with us and gave us 3 weeks of notice to figure that out.
Thank you, Hannah. So now we would like to talk about our business plan. So in our business plan, we would like to talk about our target audience and how we're going to use them. In other words, how we're going to promote our app, monetization of our app, how we plan to fund the upkeep of the app, and the next steps for our app. And also the impact that we would like to have.
First off, with our target audience, we saw through our research that the majority of those looking to become more environmentally conscious are young. And also people with bigger families who buy lots of groceries will also benefit from a good way to track their food, as it's clear, I see it in my own family, that when you're buying a lot, it's very easy to have things shoved in the back of the fridge and you don't realize they're going bad until 2 weeks later. Those who can make their own choices in diet and who are more usually conscious about the environment are the older end of the Generation Z and the younger end of the millennial generation, or those who can make those decisions of going to the grocery stores and buying what they want for themselves. This is why our target market is within this age group alongside the people with big families.
So next, promoting our app. So we plan to use YouTube ads to reach our target audience, which are people who are interested in becoming more eco-conscious. We plan to use social media, Instagram and Twitter accounts, especially because we have such a young target demographic. And we also plan to use a hashtag best before, and a slogan, don't just wave, trace, and save, to spread the word of our app. So, and we would also like to talk about the monetization of our app, so how we would like to generate revenue for the upkeep of it. So we plan to do this by contacting other environmental conscious businesses such as HelloFresh, Nature's Path, and securing sponsorships from them, having in-app ads, but we also plan to reduce the amount so as to not become inconvenient for the user. And also crowdfunding. We plan to collect funds from people who are also as passionate about our problem as we are and are willing to contribute to the cause with our app. We plan to do this on the Indiegogo web platform, which is your destination for clever innovations in web design and more, and also use the Patreon platform.
So what makes us different from other apps that kind of concern food waste at the consumer level? So we did find lots in our research, and in an attempt to try to take what was amazing from all these apps, we found that in the creation, we had the goals of making it as simple and organized as possible, just to make it as user-friendly for the users. The collection of features that Best Before boasts cannot be found in any other app, and the app's aesthetic is very pleasing to the eye.
So here we have the impact that we want to have with our app. So the impact we have still stays the same from when we started this app. We believe that our solution, food waste will decrease and production will increase. Practicing food sustainability will become the new norm. It will become something people get really used to. People will be healthier and better lifestyles and become more eco-conscious. So finally, there will be more food to go around.
So about our next steps. Alongside Best Before's main functions, we also came up with some further features we would like to develop and implement in our website. The first would be to find recipes that the users have ingredients for, using probably some sort of database or some sort of system that we can find online that we can kind of just implement that within our own website. We also want to be able to scan the best before dates of the products that these users are buying. The problem is that there is no standardized best before or expiry dates across products, at least in Canada. So we cannot implement that, but we want to try to develop something that could potentially just take in that information and make it faster for users to take in that information. Also, as you saw, we had the little fun food fact. We're planning on having more, if there ever needs a loading screen, to have some of those there as well. There were also some feature designs like the individual day meal plan that we didn't have time to implement into our current prototype. We'll be doing so in the nearby future.
So that is our presentation. Thank you for listening. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask them now.
Oh my goodness, you guys finished just on time. Well, actually, well, like, wow, that's amazing. Okay, so Ed, any feedback? I believe you, the judge, that gets to give some feedback here and some thoughts and some encouragement and so tell them how amazing they are.
No, definitely. It's my pleasure to do so. So the Green Team, you guys have done a really good presentation. So I'm definitely a fan of it as well. So really great work, especially as well. You are a beginner, but you're definitely delivering in an advanced quality. There is maybe as well some options, like I can't wait until to see someday like this as an advance, and I'm excited to even see where you're going to be improving on, just because I am a bit more speechless when it comes into where it's areas of improvements, because you actually did pretty well. It's a great presentation. So I just got to say, keep it going and keep charging onto that, and you'll definitely have something amazing at the very end. You already do already, so I just can't wait until to see improvement on what's amazing. You tend to surprise.